Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. This reading is for the upcoming week and the energies that are popping up. I'm not asking too much about, past energy unless it chooses to pop up or delving too much into the future, unless it also chooses to pop up, right? But it's really focusing on the energies that you might encounter this week and asking for some advice here. So that's what I have for you today. Go ahead and you can check out your sun, moon, rising, your north node. I don't know, whatever is calling to you today. And I will see you at your reading. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Let's see what Pisces has coming up this week. All right, so to start, you do have the Ten of Pentacles, and it is popping up shadow side up here. So there might be a need for you to, I'm getting, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. I'm getting for some of you, like, the need to assess your material possessions, right? So like your actual resources and things like that, because I was getting this more like big idea. Yep, okay, yeah, double Ten of Pentacles, absolutely. Double Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles shadow side up and reverse. So um, yep, okay, yeah. So sorry. So what I was gonna say though is that I was getting this idea of, like, you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about like the legacies that you want to create, you're thinking about what your Ten of Pentacles is, right? But this Three of Hearts is really saying, you're not feeling it. That's why it's shadow side up here. That's why it's reversed over here. There's like this, I'm getting almost like okay, let me finish the spread, but what I'm getting is like this sense of hopelessness. Honestly, I hate to say this. Oh wow. This hopelessness around what your future has for you. All right, it's like I'm getting that you have been thinking about what this looks like for you, right? Like, what does it look like? What kind of legacies do you want to leave behind? What does partnership look like? I'm getting some of you maybe are thinking about, a family, and I'm not just talking like nuclear family, like partner and children, right? But just kind of, what kind of, established household do you want to have? Do you want to have that, right? Like, what do you want for your future? What's going to bring you this fulfillment, right? Like, what does your legacy look like, right? I'm getting that these things are kind of been circling your mind, and this week, like you're getting a little bit, I mean, you're in your feels, all right? Like that's what I'm getting, all right? Like, it does seem like, you are in your feels, but know that all of this processing, this healing that is happening, because the Three of Swords, even though it can bring pain, all right, it can also, right, like, I mean, with the strength, the reminder of the strength here, all right, it also brings healing, right? So I'm getting that, like, for your advice here, it's almost to think about the things that haven't worked out. Think about why this Ten of Pentacles hasn't manifested. For some of you, I'm getting like you might be going through some just kind of either like relationship troubles, like household issues. Some of you might just be going through a straight up breakup, and like, this isn't intended to be like a love reading, right? But like, if it's not like a bigger picture, you're thinking about your future, like there might be something a little bit more imminent that's really taking up your heart space, really, more than anything, making you feel, I'm gonna say the word sad, right? A little sad here, but you are being asked to be in your strength, right? To learn from these lessons, to really, sorry, learn from these lessons, that didn't make any sense. To like take the lessons, all right? Well, there you go. I guess it's like life is it's almost like, hey, this was like a learning opportunity. Are you going to take it or not? You get to decide ultimately what you do with this heartbreak, what you do with the things that haven't worked out. It's like I'm getting like wallow in it, or be strong, face it, right? Like, face those things that are scaring you, right? So for those of you that are just kind of bigger picture, just like face not, oh my god, I'm really sorry, I'm not like I'm not feeling great right now. But I really wanted to do this reading. But for those of you that are Yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry. See, I'm getting like, okay, the message that I got was like, you might also not be feeling great, right? But you're being asked to really, continue to charge forward and think about, okay, like what hasn't been working, and face the beasts, right? Like face the things that are plaguing you. So actually think about the bad parts, right? I'm getting like shadow work sort of thing here, all right? Because that's ultimately gonna I'm gonna say like, it's it's gonna get you into your power because you have the King of Cups here, which is Pisces energy, which is your own energy, right? So I am gonna say like some of you might have a person coming your way. It could be another Pisces. Some of you might feel, like I said, this wasn't supposed to be a love reading, but it's the message that I'm getting. Some of you might be just dealing with other Pisces, or like you might find someone that you feels like a really good match for you, okay? Because this is like the external, like the energy that's coming your way. So you might be encountering someone that's like on your level, right? Like that you just feel like you vibe with this person or something, with this King of Cups, because it's like another Pisces energy. So that's kind of what I'm getting. It's almost like I've met my match, right? And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like a new friend or a new person or somebody like at work that you just get along with or something like that. And also, I think this is, it's also like you being in your power, right? Like what's gonna come from you facing these fears, and what's gonna come from you, like addressing the hurt, is you feeling stronger ultimately, right? So it's okay to feel a little bit sad. It's okay to delve into what didn't work out, but really, focus on what you want, right? Start thinking about it. If you have no idea what it is, right? Start thinking about it here, like face it, right? And it's okay to start with what didn't work, then you can start crossing things off your list. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for being here. I hope that made sense. Let me know. I would love to hear from you. All right. Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. What does Aquarius have going on this week? Okay, so we do have the Ace of Swords, which is fellow air energy. I do see, it's light side up. So you might have communication coming your way, or you might be ready to communicate something. All right, that wanted to pop up, so I'm gonna let it. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. I just laughed because that really just wanted to fly out of the deck. And it's the Page of Swords, which is another card of communication. So you really have, I'm getting, because this come out in the you side, in the you section, I'm getting that like you might be the one that's trying to communicate something here, okay? Or like you're getting ready to share something. You might be getting ready to share like a project. You might be getting ready to share like an idea like to the world sort of thing. But with it, it did pop up reversed. Yeah, you're getting something started here, okay? It did pop up reversed here. So there's something that you're doubting yourself about, right? I am getting, okay, I am getting the message to charge forward, okay? Because you have the Ace of Swords energy over here, light side up, as your theme / advice here, the energies that you need to balance. So to me what this is saying is like, go ahead. You have 2 pages here, which are more starting energy, right? There's a lot of energy of getting things done. Actually, the King of Cups as well, all right? It's an energy of getting things done. So just kind of mobility, whatever it is that you're trying to share, I'm getting needs to be said, and however you want to say it, be careful, okay? So be careful, because with the Page of Swords reversed, and with the balancing act of the Ace of Swords, you want to be very mindful about miscommunication, because the Page of Swords is a little choppy. The Page of Swords is a little, how do I say this, right? Like you might have good intentions, but you don't know how it's actually going how other people might receive what you're sharing, right? So just kind of like be really mindful. I'm getting about your words and how you're using them, how you're sharing ideas, you know. I'm getting like how you're asking for things, how you are offering things, or whatever it is that you're presenting, right? Big emphasis on communication, because there's you know, especially with this justice reversed over here as the kind of like external energy that you have no control over. Like some people might perceive your actions as unjust, right? Like, or you might have some feelings of unfairness, like, or you might feel like something is kind of not working out. So I'm getting also the message of like, make sure that you're also like in your listening, how do I say this, you know, like as you're sharing and kind of going out there, you know, like listen, all right? You know, with the Page of Cups and the King of Cups both being here, there is this emphasis of communicating with love, all right? Like that is what I'm getting. And I am getting that, you know, like whatever is happening, I mean, for some of you, like you might just be interesting. Sorry, these are like my general messages, but I'm getting love messages here, you know. For some of you, like you might actually be sharing like your cup of love with somebody over here, because you have the King of Cups and the Page of Cups, both of whom are offering, you know, something here. And it's really interesting. Sorry, like for some of you, yeah, sorry, that's like a big message that I'm getting. And I'm getting that it's you, right? But you know, like I said, with this justice thing, like, I don't know, you might feel like it's a little bit unfair, or you might be feeling like it's a little, I don't know, I'm getting just kind of be careful about how you're offering what you're offering. Make sure that you're putting feelings into things is the message that I'm getting, or like being honest about your feelings. I don't know. Okay, that's the message that I got. You know, because the King of Cups and the Page of Cups are, you know, right side up, you know, and it is a very, you know, charging forward energy. The Page of Cups wants to get things started and the King of Cups charges forward, right? So it's like I'm getting like to emphasize the love, right? Because this is upright. So like emphasize the love as you are having this communication, right? Like make sure that you're thinking about things thoroughly before you present them, okay? Because you don't want to come off a little, you know, aloof or confused or something like that, and then end up, you know, hurting someone over here, okay? Or have someone misunderstand you, okay? I hope that makes sense. All right, Aquarius. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for being here. If anything resonated, feel free to let me know, all right? I would love to hear from you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Sorry. Capricorn. What does Capricorn have? Ooh, coming up. All right. Okay, so you do have the moon. It did pop shadow side up. So, you know, some of you might be, I'm getting hiding your feelings, or like there are feelings that you're not recognizing this week. You might be a little doubting. I don't know. I'm getting like doubting yourself. There's something that you're not sharing. You know, whenever I see the moon, like shadow side up or reverse, like this kind of thing, I'm getting the whole like you're hiding things from yourself energy. I don't know if that makes sense, right? But like it's like you are repressing so much that you're not letting yourself feel, like you're not letting yourself. Good. Holy major arcana here. Wow. Okay. Capricorn, what are you up to? I'm just gonna say that every single card here is major arcana, all right? That means like big moves, big things happening. You have a big week. I mean, there is all this shift in the energy around us right now, right? I mean, Cap season just ended, so I don't know. Maybe it was like very transformative for you here. But I am getting, you know, this resistance over here. But ultimately, with the Hanged Man and the moon, this need for you to have some still time and get in touch with your feelings, all right? Like these feelings about, I'm getting about, I don't even know, honestly. I'm just getting in touch with your feelings, all right? So like you would know, right? Like, is this about, I mean, with the Lovers here, it could be about your love life. With the Sun reverse here, it could be about inner child healing. With the Judgment card here, it could be like a spiritual awakening. It could be any or either or all of those, right? Or anything else, right? But I am getting that, you know, like there is some shaking up here, and you need to sit with your thoughts, right? With the Hanged Man here, there's this need for you to understand things from different perspectives, explore things from different perspectives. I'm getting feel your feelings so that you can understand them from a different perspective, right? Because like repressing isn't gonna do you any favors. You actually want to act out on stuff, all right? For some of you, there's this need with the sun reversed here to have a little bit more fun. I'm getting like put a little, how do I say this? Get in touch with more, kind of like take a step back, have a little bit more fun, get in touch with your inner child, right? That maybe for some of you it might be deep, like inner child healing, and for some of you it might just be like, hey, have a little fun, put a little, you know, balance that work play energy, all right? Make sure that you're making time to do things just because they feel good. Make sure that you're getting like rest, that you're nourishing yourself. Like that's kind of like the message that I'm getting here with this, all right? With judgment, like it is in your, you know, how the external side is affecting you. So I'm getting like that you feel that the universe is trying to make you change something. Like that's what I'm getting, right? Like because it's like how the external is affecting you. So it's like there is this new version of you, this awakening that the universe is trying to offer you, that you're resisting here, right? But that's why it's important for you to really, you know, think about that, right? Like what is the new version of yourself that you are trying to give birth to? That is the message that I'm getting, okay? And let yourself process that and the benefits of that, and what's gonna come from you accepting this new version of yourself, right? And that's the thing, you know, like sometimes okay, I'm getting the message that like having fun and exploring your creativity and having some chill time and things like that, it's gonna help you like have a deeper understanding, right? It's almost like you don't have to study for this test or you don't have to study for this awakening, right? It's almost like by you kind of having some chill time and you time, more chill time or whatever, like it's gonna help you kind of understand things and get in touch with your feelings, if that makes sense, all right? Energy that's coming your way, for some of you, it could be a person, it could be a Gemini. There could be some discord with the lovers being reversed here. You know, like you could have, I mean, it could also be a delayed relationship trying to find you. Some discord between a person for some of you. A Gemini might be finding their way into your life. But something that I'm really getting is back to this resistance of you, like, cause sorry, like, I don't know, I'm just really getting the, you know, this resistance of you like understanding, you know, how like the Eve figure is, you know, looking up and kind of there's like, it's almost like you have this ability to see things from a different perspective, right? But you're not materializing it. It's almost like I'm getting like you're stuck in this energy of thinking about it but not acting on it, right? And you know, with the Hanged Man, it might just be a chiller week. It might be more about that. It might actually be more about processing rather than acting, right? So yeah, process, feel, do something fun, all right? And think about how this new version of you is ultimately going to benefit you, right? All right, I think that's all I have for you right now, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. If that resonated or it made sense or it didn't, I don't know, like let me know. All right, I would love to hear from you. Thank you. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, what does Sagittarius have going on? All right, so you do have a death here, shadow side up. I'm getting, you know, a resistance to some, oh my God, oh, I'm sorry, Sagittarius. I'm getting a resistance to some changes, all right? Oh, wow, okay. Well, you have the moon. All right, I feel I need to get all the cards here because I feel like there is a story that I need to access first before I get into this. So let me find out. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, with death here, all right. like I said, there's something that you're resisting. There's something that you're not accepting. There's something that's making you feel, anxious and worried. There's something that's, got you in your thoughts, right? Maybe like some anxiety, just kind of not feeling great, all right? Not feeling in your power with this Queen of Wands reversed. And that is how you are showing up, all right? There are things that you might be contemplating this week with this moon. I'm getting like, yeah. Okay, so what I'm getting is just, because you do have, I mean, 3 major arcana here and then a court card, right? So like to me, it just feels like very heavy, strong energy this week, okay? So it seems like a big week, whatever is happening. So what I'm getting is like ultimately getting in touch with your feelings, right, in order to fully show up in your power, okay? And I believe, wait, is the Queen of Wands Sagittarius? No, the Queen of Wands would be Leo or Aries. Yeah, sorry. But sorry. Anyway, I don't know why that's not important, right? Sorry, I was just like, ultimately though, what I am getting though is this you being in your power or you feeling out of your power. And I don't know why I have the feeling that I've like said this to you before, or I don't know, or like, or Sagittarian energy of like, not feeling in your power, but it's like, yeah, like there's almost like whatever it is that you're resisting needs to be exposed. And that's what I'm getting with the moon here, that there are going to be feelings that are going to surface. I'm getting like maybe you're going to be sharing these feelings, maybe you're going to be sharing your needs. I'm getting that you're finally, right, like it's like you've been thinking about this and you've been stressed, and it's like you can wallow in this, right? Like you can choose to accept this Nine of Swords energy and stay there, or you can use it as a leveling up mode. Accept, right? Like accept where you're not feeling well, process that, and then ultimately welcome in the change, right? Because that's the energy that you need to balance. And this resistance of, moving forward or changing things up, switching things up, all right? And I'm also getting, right, like sharing your wishes, right? And it's like the universe right now wants to support you here with the Star card over here. I'm getting also, it's funny, well, okay, yes, right? The universe wants to support you, but you need to make sure that you're vocalizing what you want. I'm getting like a strong manifestation energy right here. And also like be careful about how you're manifesting, or be careful what you're asking for. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, but right, like really think about what it is that you want, right? Like, I don't know. Okay, so the message that I'm getting is like, do I want $1 million or do I want like financial freedom, right? Because like those are two very different things, right? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense to you, right? But like, I'm just getting like I said, like kind of a manifesting energy, an ability to, like, if you are welcoming of this change, right? And like process your wishes, or like have a deeper understanding of like what you really want and what your wish is, all right? Like be clear about your wish, right? So like, and that's the thing, sometimes when you're in this energy over here of being anxious and things like that, your wishes are not very clear, right? So that's why there's this need over here for you to accept this change, kind of come back into your power, and like allow your feelings to come to the light, all right? So that is what I have for you this week, Sagittarius. I hope that made sense. Let me know if anything resonated. I would love to hear from you. Hello, Scorpio. Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. All right. Let's go ahead and see what this week has for you. Okay. And so you do have the Two of Wands here as your, energy you need to balance, things, advice sort of situation here. Sorry, I'm noticing, so it is like shadow side up, all right? I'm getting for some of you, yep, sorry. It's like I was about to say, like you're resisting some sort of change, some sort of transformation here, like, or you're like unable to kind of charge forward in something. And then the Six of Swords popped up over here, which is an energy of charging forward, right? Like trying new things, ultimately leaving behind, yeah, leaving behind as I pull the Eight of Cups here. Leaving behind what doesn't serve you, in order to find, right, like things that are going to be better for you ultimately, right? Like, and trusting that you're going to find what you need outside in the world, out there somewhere. Okay. So I'm sorry. So yeah, right. You know, with this I'm also getting this need for exploration. All right, so maybe like you don't quite know, I'm getting like, it's like you want to know that you want to move on from something, but you don't exactly know where you're heading, is what I'm getting. Or you don't exactly know you know what your next step is, but you know that you're looking for something else. So there's this need for you to explore different options, explore I'm getting explore what makes you feel good, what doesn't make you feel good over here, because you do have, you know, the world affecting you. This is kind of like how the external is affecting your internal. You have the Six of Wands reversed, right? So it's almost like you feel like the world isn't and like letting you feel like this victorious energy that you can be, right? Like you have this energy of someone like, you know, it's like revered in this procession kind of leading this, right? Like it's victory, feeling good, right? And so it's like whatever's happening right now is not encouraging you to feel like this grandiose person that you can be in this wonderful energy over here. So it's like there's this need for you to explore what is it that would make you feel better, what is it that would make you feel good. I'm also getting what are the things that are making you not feel great. All right, so like what are the things that are keeping you from feeling like your best self right now? Like that's the message that I got here. Like this need to explore like both sides of the situation, right? Like the shadow and the light, right? Like there is this just energy of like I'm getting like a little bit of hard work here, you know, like it might be kind of, I mean, I'm getting like just like a stressful week where you like might not be feeling your best, like you wanting to try something new. You know, with this Eight of Cups, sorry, okay, with this Eight of Cups over here energy, there might be something that you're resisting leaving behind, but that's trying to leave you behind, right? Like, and I'm not getting necessarily a person, I'm getting, you know, like it could be like a bad habit, it could be right, like kind of back to this. Oh, okay, there you go, that makes sense. So maybe like why I got the message. So okay, what I'm getting is, you know how I got the message of also assessing the things that are not making you feel well, is like once you can assess the things that are not making you feel well, then you'll be able to walk away, right? But if you don't even know what's bringing you down, you know, how can you leave it behind? How can you move on from the things that aren't working out for you? So there is this need for exploration. I'm getting like you know, it's funny, I'm getting like, yes, internal exploration, like going, you know, going within and assessing all that stuff. But I'm also getting for some of you this need for you to get out there, like get out into nature, like almost like an external exploration is going to help you learn more about yourself, if that makes sense. All right, so like this week, like this need to get out, do some exploring, right? Like if you can into nature, perfect. And if you can't, you know, think about, I don't know, like I'm just getting try to get out there, right? I don't know if I don't know, like if you've been cooped up or felt like you've been cooped up or something, just kind of trying something new here. But nature, I'm getting like if you can get in touch with nature in any way, like I think that would help you with this internal exploration even, right? So, oops, sorry. Okay. But you know, yeah, you do have the Six of Pentacles over here and how you're showing up. The message that I'm getting here is be careful of how much you're giving, right? I'm getting almost like being in a more of a receiving energy with it being reversed. Just, you know, because the six is an energy of balance, right? And I'm just kind of getting, you know, back to this, like, things that are not making you feel good. What are you giving too much of yourself to, if that makes sense? So, like, this need for you to assess that, right? And this need for you to accept, and this need for you to receive over here with the reversal, all right? So, you know, assess that. That might be some, you know, maybe overgiving is some of the things that are making you not feel great, right? Or not accepting what you deserve are some of the things that are not making you feel great. I don't know, right? I don't know your life. I'm just reading the cards here. All right. But yes, okay. Ultimately, the message is to kind of explore, get out there, you know, and think about what's going to make you feel good, really. All right. All right. Have a good week, Scorpio. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move on to, what am I moving on to? Libra. What does Libra have going on for them? All right, you have the Knight of Cups, light side up. Some of you might have some, I don't know, some of you might have some offers coming your way. Or you might be ready to share your cup with somebody, Libra. And by cup, I mean like your feelings, your emotions, your love. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting, it's not supposed to be a love reading, it's just general messages, but I am getting love messages here. All right. I'm getting it's just a week to navigate the space with love, navigate the world with love. All right. As you're relating to others is something else that I'm getting. All right. So you do have the Eight of Swords here in your you energy. Okay, so there is something that, you know, that's kind of keeping you anxious, keeping you feeling trapped, you know. And, you know, the message I'm getting is like, put a little love into the situation, right? Yeah, I'm really getting this put a little love into the situation thing. Interesting. And you know, it might be romantic and it might not, okay? But whatever it is that is plaguing you, I'm also getting, you know, like self-love over here, because the Eight of Swords is an energy of something that you can get away from, something that you can actually liberate yourself from if you choose to, right? It's just kind of, it's more of like our mind playing tricks on us, right? So, you know, this need for you to take care of your needs, this need for you to like realize, I'm getting that you actually have the power to get out of these thoughts that are hurting you. All right. And this couple love might be toward yourself. All right. I'm gonna jump from this to this just because I think it's like related over here with the Four of Swords being reversed as the energy that's coming your way. I'm getting you know, like these things that have been plaguing you and all like this stuff, right? Like that you are going to get out of this energy, okay? Like that you are going to have, you know, better days, that you are going to move forward, that you're going to come out of this, you know, I'm getting that you're slowly, right? Like you might still be feeling a little frustrated over here with the Seven of Pentacles. You might be feeling a little imbalanced with the Temperance reverse. You might be feeling, you know, anxious and all this stuff, but like you are coming out of it, okay? That's the message that I'm getting with the Four of Swords over here. It's gonna be like a slow process, but that's why it's gonna be so important for you to focus on this, you know, this love, right? So like if, for example, if you're dealing with people that are frustrating you, you know, and it's kind of like, you know, if you fight fire with fire, you're gonna create a bigger fire, right? But if it's about yourself, right, it's like being kind to yourself is the message that I'm getting here, you know, being nice to your own needs, you know. Yeah, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles, you do have some frustrations. Like I'm getting that you are showing up as frustrated, right? Yeah, like there might be something that you've been working hard for that you're like, when am I gonna get this, you know? But you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I am getting an energy of, you know, it might be a work hard week, all right? Like as in literally, like if you have a job, like your job might be a little bit stressful this week is something that I'm getting. All right, so back to this, making sure that you're taking care of yourself and making sure that you're taking care of your needs and that you're not, I'm getting that you're not taking it out on others as well over here. All right. But you know, remember, this is temporary energy, and like I said, you are going to be coming out of these frustrations with the Temperance app also. So right, same, this need for you to balance, right? Like balance. I'm getting okay, the message that I'm getting here is really about balancing your feelings with your material realm. Okay, so like balancing like how you're feeling with your physical world, as in like not letting your physical world, how do I say this, like, I don't know, like for example, okay, it's just to like put an example, like not letting kind of work overtake your feelings, and then, you know, you're gonna be grumpy all day and taking it out on people or something like that. But vice versa, like not letting your feelings affect your work, in the sense that it's like, oh, like I'm really sad, so now I'm gonna, like, I can't put effort into work or whatever. Not that I mean, so that's the thing, like I'm not getting like, don't obviously honor your feelings, right? Hence the self-love, self-care thing, but I'm getting balance, right? Like, don't, yeah, balance. Yeah, there, okay, yes, because you have the Eight of Swords here, which is like an energy of, like, I hate to say this, right, but like it's like sometimes we do the angsty things to ourselves, right? Like we put ourselves in this more, we cause more anxiety for ourselves. So it's just kind of like, be careful that you're not wallowing. All right, I'm sorry if that's not what I mean, but that is the message that I got here. Okay. You know, because you got, like, I'm really getting these self-love vibes. Like, let me just pull like an extra card and see what pops up. Okay. All right, sorry. So, okay, I'll do two. So you got 15, and it just says, this one's buy the thing, but check your bank account first. Okay, so for some of you, your self-care might be actually buying yourself something nice for yourself. Okay, and I am gonna say that the 15 is the devil energy, which is that workaholic energy that I said I was getting, like, you know, kind of work might be taking, you know, I don't know, I'm getting just like really working hard vibes here. Workaholic almost even vibes in with this devil energy popping up. Yeah, so for some of you, like, the comfort that you might need might be material, right? You know, check your bank account first. Some of you might just need to be checking your bank account, really, and your resources, just in general. But you know, like, if you need to buy something to make yourself feel good, then do that, right? And then we also have a stargazer over here. So, you know, like, for those of you that are into astronomy, not just astrology, right? Like, go look at some stars. Can you see any stars? You know, explore the skies, you know, is what I'm getting. This is for me, right? For like the little deck I did is Aquarian energy. But also well, like the star energy, right? Which is like, what I'm getting is like make a wish. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. I hope that made sense. That was a little extra for you, but don't tell anybody else. Okay, cool, nice. Thank you. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Virgo. Virgo. What does Virgo have coming up this week? Okay, all right, so you do have the Six of Wands here. It did pop up shadow side up. I am sorry that I'm gonna say start the reading like this, Virgo, but some of you need to get off your high horse. That is the message that I got. Okay, I am sorry. All right. But I mean, you know, sorry, no sorry kind of situation. But yeah, okay, yeah, because you have two Six of Wands here. You have the Lovers, goodness, Eight of Cups over here, and the Empress, goodness golly. All right, what are you getting up to? All right. So yes, okay, Six of Wands, what do you need to balance? Okay, yeah, you know what, similar message over here, because you are showing up in this very strong energy, right? Like this kind of leadership role, the Six of Wands, you know, very victorious. I'm getting very like just kind of strong, and you know, you might be like a role model for those people around you. You might be in a position of power for those around you is also what I'm getting, right? But I'm getting that you need to make sure that you're balancing this energy, right? And recognizing that I'm getting like that you can be in power and you don't have to be mean, right? Like, I go back to the message that I got about like your high horse over here. All right. There is like, you know, so just kind of be careful, right? That you're not coming off as I'm getting, right, like as arrogant. There you go, that's the word that I was getting. All right, that you don't let your leadership turn you into somebody who's arrogant, right? Like, that's it, right? Like, that's really the message, okay? So for some of you, like, there's something that you might be thinking about walking away this week or leaving behind with the Eight of Cups here. It doesn't seem like, well, I was gonna say, well, I don't know, you know, right? You would know what that is, what it is that you're thinking about leaving behind. And I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like anything really actualizing, because you have the Lovers and the Empress over here. So, I mean, you might be considering walking away from a relationship, but I'm not really, that's the thing, I'm not really getting that message. I'm almost getting like you're leaving something behind and walking toward like this. That's what I'm getting, that you're walking toward a relationship, that you might be walking like toward just kind of feeling great. I'm just gonna say, for some of you, I'm getting the message about I'm sorry, for those of you that are fertile, you know, if you don't want to have a child, just be careful, because I don't know, like, there's just a lot of, I don't know, I'm getting fruitfulness. I'm getting childbearing things over here, okay? Sorry. All right, messages here. Okay, so yeah, you know, I am getting that you are feeling, you know, you have 2-6, you have 3-6 energies here, all right? So, you know, that's an energy of balance. That's an energy of, you know, I mean, you know, there's love and giving and receiving, all right? Things like that. I'm getting that, you know, like I said, be careful that you're not showing up as arrogant, but I'm getting like that's kind of almost maybe even what you have to balance, all right? It might be with like a partner, it might be with a person. You might be balancing like how much you give and how much you receive with someone, all right? Like, there is something that you're leaving behind, you might, for some of you, because this is more, it's interesting, this is more like what's coming your way, okay? So you might have a Taurus energy coming your way. What is this, Virgo? Yeah, so yeah, so you might have like a Taurian energy coming your way. You might have yeah, like, I'm getting that this is like a person, all right? Like, that's really what I'm getting. I'm sorry. So like this week, I don't know what you're leaving behind, but I'm getting that you're walking toward better things. So just be careful about how you're navigating the world, okay? I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. That's what I got. I don't know what it is that you're leaving behind, but you have nice, like, balance. Like, you have, like, somebody that wants to take care of you coming your way, okay? I'm sorry. This isn't supposed to be a love reading, but I don't know. For some of you, I don't know. Some of you might just be visiting your mother, all right? Or like a mother figure. You might encounter somebody who's very nurturing and very caring, right? It doesn't have to be like a female, you know, gendered person, right? Like, but somebody who's nurturing kind of wants to maybe like take care of you over here. But yeah, you know, like, be careful that you are coming off in a balanced way, okay? That's what I'm gonna leave it there, Virgo. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that made sense. All right. Thank you. All right. I just need a little bit of water. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to Leo. Leo. What does Leo have coming up this week? Wow, Leo. You do have the Ace of Cups, so interesting. Some of you, and you know, it did come up in this like offering light side up position. So for some of you, I'm getting, I mean, yeah, you might just have, I don't know, a new opportunity at love, like something, oh, wow. I wish I hadn't kept shuffling. Sorry, I just saw like the 10 of Pentacles. All right. So I'm getting like a new little seed in love that can be planted and really grow here. Okay. So, yeah. Sorry. Come on. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Wow. Leo, what are you doing? Tell me, please. Okay. So, okay, you do have, okay, the Ace of Cups is like your theme slash advice, like, you know, energy that you need to be balancing over here, right? But it's also how you're feeling over here. So for some of you, I'm getting like you might just really be ready to offer, you know, like offer your love to someone. Like you might be ready to start a new romantic endeavor. Like honestly, I'm not getting anything other than like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just, yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, I'm getting just like heavy love messages here. Okay, for some of you, okay, let me do the love part first because it's just like screaming at me here. All right. So for some of you, like what you need to be balancing though is like the giving and receiving energy, right? Like how much you're taking and how much you're offering, how much you're accepting and how much you're giving back. Like, I don't know, just make sure that that's into balance as you're, you know, relating to people, especially because over here you do have the Three of Pentacles, which is a great card for, you know, like collaboration, working together with someone, right? Like trying to make it work in a really tangible way, right? I mean, yeah, I'm not really getting any like threes a crowd, you know, kind of messages. You know, I think it's just really about, you know, you're ready to collaborate, like you're ready to offer your love and like to work towards something real with someone, right? You've been healing, right? I am getting that, you know, this is still a time for you to continue your healing. But I'm also getting the message that some of you might be finding somebody that you can kind of almost wrap up this healing cycle with, right? You know, the Five of Cups being reversed, it's just really emphasizing to me like the hard work that you've been doing on your emotional, like taking care of your emotional needs and your emotional healing, right? And it's almost like, you know, like you have the little you so now you have the Two of Cups trying to find you over here because you've been working on yourself, right? It's like the world, I'm getting that because it's like the external affecting you, like how it's affecting you. It's like you might have been put in some lousy situations here, but it's like you've managed to grow from that and actually accept that and work on your healing, right? Like that's what I'm getting, Leo. So yay for you, because now you're welcoming in these new opportunities. You're welcoming in like these new adventures, you know. You have the Six of Swords over here, which is moving on like from something, but that's kind of what I'm getting, that you're moving on from the past pain, you're moving on from the hurt and charging forward to these new beginnings, to where like I'm getting like some of you might be even finding new ways of showing your love, right? Or like your love styles might be changing, or your, you know, like if you want to like your love languages, if you will, right? Like the way that you're showing up in relationships as well. It's like you're leaving behind just like things that didn't serve you, and truly moving on toward new ventures over here. All right. If you weren't looking for love messages, I'm sorry. All right, but that's just really like really, I'm really seeing it here. Okay. You know, for others of you, I'm also getting, you know, with this collaboration thing, and moving on, like it could be, I mean, it could be like work related. It's like kind of like a side message that I'm getting. But the message that I'm getting is like, okay, the message that I'm getting is that you're thinking about finding something that you love, right? Like kind of collaborating with someone on something that's gonna bring you emotional fulfillment. Some of you might be leaving behind, so let's say that it's like a work thing or something, leaving behind like a job that just doesn't suit you anymore. Like, you know, the Six of Swords energy is an energy of just overall leaving things that don't work for us, right? And I'm getting that you're thinking about these new beginnings and prioritizing your emotional self, like your emotional fulfillment. Like I'm getting like you are starting to value your feelings, or you will be recognizing your feelings, and that's kind of what you want to work toward over here. All right. So I mean, it seems it seems like a pretty good week. All right, so good luck with all of this. All right, thank you so much for being here, Leo. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Cancer. What does Cancer have coming up this week? All right, so you do have the High Priestess. She did pop up shadow side up here. For some of you, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you the initial message that I got. For some of you, I'm getting like, yeah, I'm getting like some secrets might be revealed or something. Or I'm getting just kind of like revelation energy, just kind of like you can't keep everything hidden forever is what I'm getting. All right. I don't know what that means, but let's explore it. All right. So you do have the Fool. Goodness golly. Okay. Wow. Okay. So you have the Fool. New beginnings are waiting for you. All right, it might have to do with whatever is being revealed to you here. I'm getting like this. Okay, so there is this resistance. Interesting, Cancer. I feel like I'm about to give you a message that I've given you before, and I'm sorry because it's like I don't even remember this, and then like right now I'm like I think it was anyway. Okay, sorry. Let me tell you what I'm getting. There is something that you're trying to start. For some of you, it could be, family related. It could be starting a new family. It could be starting a new project, a new legacy, right? Like you are thinking about your future, but you're not trusting yourself. You are not seeing your worth. You're not recognizing all the hard work that you've put into things and accepting that you've deserved these things. All right. That is the message that I'm getting. And I feel like I've said it in some ways before. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong here. Okay. And I'm sorry that I went into the, no. Okay. See, because then I went into like the over explaining and things like that. And I feel like that's almost like what you might be going through, like this just kind of like not trusting yourself, or like this need to over explain, or this need to I don't know. I'm getting like the yes, with the High Priestess being here reversed, like, or shadow side up, like you not trusting your intuition, you not trusting that that you deserve this 10 of Pentacles, right? That you've worked hard. It's like you're still feeling, it's like you have worked hard. The 9 of Pentacles showed up here to prove to you. Some of you, sorry, like it got it, okay, some of you might be dealing with a Virgo. All right, this is Virgo energy, so some of you might be dealing with a Virgo, but overall, like I'm getting this as you, right? Like you've worked hard, like, and you need to really see that. Like I'm getting like with this Fool, I'm almost getting that like you're afraid that whatever it is that you're trying to work forward might be foolish, or that that you're not prepared. But that's not what I'm seeing here, right? It's like you've worked hard for this. This is like this new beginning, the things that you're trying to charge forward, these things that you're trying to get started here, like you have what you need is what I'm getting. All right, like don't feel like I'm getting is not a completely, how do I say this? It's not like a complete risk. I'm getting it's like a calculated risk. It's like it's almost like you're undermining what you have to offer. You're undermining the resources that you do have in order to create what you want. All right. There's this resistance. Okay. Like for some of you, I don't know. I almost feel like I said interesting. I don't know. But which I hadn't said it, but maybe I've said it before. I don't know. Like you're resisting this you're resisting leaving something behind, right? And it's like, and I'm getting that is because like you're not trusting yourself. All right, so like you need to trust yourself about leaving behind the things that don't work you, right? Like leaving behind, more than leaving behind, I'm getting like starting to head toward the greener pastures, starting to head toward your future, right? Like that's more yes, like there might be something that you're leaving behind here, and you need to trust yourself about knowing that the things that you think that aren't working for you, like trusting yourself and saying, yeah, you know what, like this really just isn't working for me, right? And being able to let that go here. But I'm also getting just like the charging forward energy, Cancer, of like really starting to work toward what you want. Like, just, you know, this 10 of Pentacles, your legacy is your future. Like, you want it, but you're not acting on it because there's these feelings, right? Like, so you need to process, like, why do you feel like you don't deserve it, right? Like, you need to start trusting yourself. You need to, like, get in your power. Some of you might need to delve into, like, some introspective work here with the High Priestess, right? I'm getting like okay, I don't know, I'm just gonna throw this out there. If it helps, it helps, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But, you know, maybe like a High Priestess meditation, like a higher self meditation, like that sort of thing is what I'm getting, right? Like this need for you to really kind of delve within a little bit to work on your trusting yourself sort of thing. Okay, I hope that made sense. Cancer, thank you so much for being here. All right, and go learn about yourself. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Gemini. Gemini, what does Gemini have going on for them? The world. Okay. So, wow, you are I mean, the world, right? Closing cycles here, or ending cycles. I am getting, you know, with the shadow side up and the you know, the looking back energy, like there's resistance, right? There's something that you keep looking back toward that is kind of impeding your leveling up, is what I'm getting, right? Because what the world is it's a level up energy, all right? But it's like you keep looking back to something. You're not letting yourself sorry, I was about to say you're not letting yourself move forward, and then the Six of Swords popped up, which is like the energy of moving forward. So, all right. Okay, so Gemini, yeah. Like I was saying, right? Like resistance, you've been in your feelings. You have the Nine of Swords reversed over here, right? Which is just a really heavy energy to be in. For some of you, I mean, you might need support with like your mental health here. But you know, this is, you know, sleepless nights, anxiety, right? Like stressors, things like this is your you energy, right? So it's kind of how you're feeling. I'm getting like you're very in your head. The Nine of Swords is also, it's like your own energy. It's Gemini energy. So I'm getting this, you know, you feeling not in your power right here, you know. But you want to, like, for some of you, like there might be some movement happening soon, or like you're thinking about moving forward towards something, right? Because the Six of Swords is a moving forward energy. It's also an energy of leaving behind the things that are not working, right? So whatever it is that you're resisting, whatever it is that you keep looking back at, is telling you like, hey, like we're trying to level up here. Let's level up. Let's move forward, right? For some of you, like there's this need for you to collaborate with other people in order to really welcome in this leveling up energy, right? But you know, before the leveling up, right? Sorry, I keep saying leveling up a lot. Sorry. Like I hear myself. Um, there is this need for you to wrap something up, all right? Because the world ends cycles, right? So what is the cycle that you're ending? It might, you know, like nines are also close to an ending over here. It might revolve around your thought patterns. It might revolve around your physical space. It might revolve around your emotional needs over here with the Five of Cups. You know, the Five of Cups reverse is the healing energy. I can't remember which. Check your other placements, because somebody else had the Five of Cups like exactly like here. But I don't know, so maybe there's other messages for you out there. But ultimately though, like it's an energy of healing, right? It's an energy of because it is reversed. It's like you're coming out of this pain, you know. So trust that, you know, are you still in the pain? Yes, right? But trust that like better days are coming, all right? For some of you, you have straight up offerings of collaboration. For some of you, you know, with the Pentacles realm, like the shifts in your material realm. I'm getting also like get out there and kind of okay, the word that I got is network. But you know, collaborate with other people, talk to other people, all right? Three is like a more social energy over here, okay? So, you know, don't be afraid to get out there is the message that I'm getting, okay? Because I mean, the world is like a beautiful energy, right? But there is like some resistance here. So, you know, like just know that, you know, there is this, there's healing happening. There are, better days in front over here. There are people who are gonna be trying to come and work with you over here, all right? So, welcome that in. Welcome that new version of yourself in, all right? So thank you so much, Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Taurus. Sorry, Taurus, I need a little water. All right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What does Taurus have going on this week? Tell us about Taurus. Okay, so you do have a strength here, shadow side up. There might be some need to face some fears here this week, all right? There might be some resistance to facing your fears this week here, okay? With the strength, coming here. I mean, like, I'm just getting, like, fear, right? When you look at the card, I'm getting in touch with your vulnerabilities for some of you, okay? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, I like that. Oh my goodness. Taurus, what are you doing? What are you on to? I love this. Okay. So, yeah, get in touch with your vulnerable side, all right? Whatever that means, face your fears, okay? Like, that was the message that I'm getting. There's this need for you to do that. And then let's move on to all the good stuff here. Okay, so I am gonna say, okay, overall, with the Six of Swords, you are showing up strong, right? Like, you are taking care of business. You are in your, I'm getting, right? Like, kind of like leveling up, like kind of, maybe feeling good. Like it's, I mean, you have all these court cards over here, right? So like the Six of Swords looks like, it doesn't look like the Victoria, like compared to all of these court cards, the Six of Swords is almost, it pales in comparison, right? But nonetheless, it's still a strong energy, and that is how you are showing up, right? Within, you do have the Queen of Swords, which is an energy of, it's Libra energy, but I don't know, I felt the need to say that. But an energy of, okay, so the Queen of Swords is a queen who takes care of herself, right? It's like, like, I don't need anybody, right? Like, it's a very independent energy, right? So, sorry, I'm getting like a couple of messages here. Some of them revolve around love. I'm sorry if you're not here for a love reading, but some of them revolve around love, okay? So, with the two queens over here, all right, some of you might be, I don't know, some of you might, because there's 3 court cards here, all right? So, I don't know, you tell me, right? But like, there is this energy of, there's these romantic vibes here. I'm sorry, Taurus. I don't know why I feel like really blushing in your reading. What are you on? What are you up to? Right, but like, you have Queen and Queen energy, right? So that could be your energy. That could be like you dealing with different energies. Then you have like the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, all right? Those are like counterparts over here. So, like, there is just like a lot of, sorry, I was gonna say courtship. Sorry, but like being courted and things like that, all right? But it's like, okay, so within you, right, there is this, I take care of my own sort of energy, right? Because that's what the Queen of Swords does. The Queen of Swords, right, like, it's just like a very diligent and intellectual and smart energy, and handles her own, right? Like, just kind of takes care of business. So that's you, right? So you are showing up as strong over here, okay? So don't be afraid. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm almost getting like that maybe you're showing up so strong that's why this is like shadow side up, right? And the whole message about, don't be afraid to show your more vulnerable parts of you here. All right. With the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, I am going to say, for some of you, you might be feeling more ready to charge forward in love, like just, straight up love, or it could be like doing something that you love, but I'm really getting just relationships here. Okay, or not just relationships, right? But like charging forward with love in the things that you are doing, okay? Like making sure that you're like, I'm getting that you are feeling that, like you are gonna be feeling like putting love into your actions, putting love into what you do, okay? Like that is the message that I'm getting. You know, but for some of you, it's like as you show up in this King of Cups energy, which is like a takes care of business, is still loving, right? You know, like it's like that balance, right, of emotion and action, like that sort of thing, right? And or putting feelings into your actions. I'm sorry. I hope that makes sense. But as you do that, right, like the Queen of Cups is gonna kind of try to find you over here. All right, Queen of Cups is, what is that? It could be Scorpio energy, it could be Cancer energy here. But nonetheless, right, so like you might have any of those signs coming your way, right? But like regardless of that, I'm getting somebody really nurturing, right? Like your counterpart, right? Like you're somebody that's really gonna meet you, somebody that's gonna really yeah, I'm getting like complete you, right? Trying to come your way, but this show up shadow side up, right? So there is this need for you to continue to assess. I'm getting this facing of your fears, all right? And like these kind of like assessing your vulnerabilities and things like that. But like, it's like this is trying to find you, but I'm getting, right? Like, can you take care of yourself? Yes, absolutely, right? Like you're looking good, you're feeling good, right? Like I said, you know, continue to navigate the world with love with this King of Cups here, you know. And yeah, you know, but you do have this energy trying to find you. I'm just gonna say, all right. So that's what I have for you this week, Taurus. I hope that made sense. It's weird. I felt very ranty and foggy headed during your reading, so I really hope that that made sense. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to what's before Taurus? Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Hey, we made it. Oh, wow. All right. So, okay, I'm just going to show you that the King of Cups, like, popped up. Should we take it? I don't know. Okay, I don't feel like... Okay. I don't know. Like... Wow. Okay, 9 of Wands, you have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the Page of Cups. All right, Aries, are you mad? Sorry. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little shuffle. All right, Aries, Aries, Aries. What does Aries have coming up this week? Just give me one card, the best card to show up for Aries. And we have the Two of Cups. All right. Interesting. So it did, sorry, I say interesting because like if you watch the earlier part, there was the mishap and I saw like, I think I saw the 10 of Pentacles. And there was other cups energies. I think it was it the Page of Cups or the King of Cups? I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, so yeah, it did pop up shadow side up. So I'm going to say, I don't know, like some of you might have partnership on your mind. Some of you might have, yeah, interesting. Sorry, this is supposed to be my general messages, but I'm getting love messages. Why? All right. But, you know, for some of you, I need to assess your relationship. I need to assess, you know, what's working, what's not working is what I'm getting over here. All right. Like, do you feel balanced in this relationship? Oh, can I answer that and say some of you might not be feeling balanced in this relationship? At least for this upcoming week or this upcoming energy. Why do I say that? Because you have the Emperor. That is your own energy. I think you're the only sign this time that had their own energy show up in the reading. So I don't know. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Check your other placements too, though. But the Emperor is your energy, but it came up reversed, right? So it's like you're not quite feeling your best, right? Or like you're not quite feeling great. I'm getting you might not be feeling balanced. Like this could be coming from a relationship or this need for you to assess a relationship, okay? And And, I'm going to say, it could be a romantic relationship. It could also not be a romantic relationship. It could also be like a business partnership. It could be a relationship with like your coworkers. It could just be a relationship with friends, right? Like, but there is something that is making you not feel great, that you are over here hermiting about, but you want to talk about. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's that's really the energy. I mean, if you want a little bit more details, with the hermit, with the hermit energy being on this side, right, it's like whatever isn't working, I'm getting that you've been thinking about, or you're gonna be thinking about, sorry, like you will be thinking about what hasn't been working. What are the shadow sides of this Two of Cups? What does your Two of Cups look like? Because that's like the energy, right? It's more about like the balancing act of like what works and what doesn't work. And I'm getting that it's a week to think about what doesn't work, so that you can shed a light on that situation, right? Like, why are things not working? And for some of you, it could be with the Seven of Pentacles energy over here, this like working hard energy. You get to decide, right? How much harder do I want to work on this thing that I'm trying to resolve, right? Like whether it's, like I said, like a work relationship or a friendship or a romantic relationship, right? Like you get to decide that, but I'm getting that, the frustrations are soon gonna be over. It's almost like you're going through this like I've already put so much energy into this, right? Like, and I'm just over here waiting, when am I gonna reap the rewards of what's happening, right? But like there's this continued, it's like I feel like you're coming out of this hermit energy, right? Like it's like you have been shedding a situation, oh my gosh, you have been shedding a light on the situation, right? So think about, how can you turn this thing that isn't working into something that is working for me, and that you will be, eventually reaping your rewards, right? But there is a little bit of hard work left to do here this week, or for at least for some upcoming energy over here. And it's gonna start with communication over here with the Page of Swords, right? Because like the Page of Swords is, in this placement, is like how you're gonna show up. So I'm getting like, for some of you, like you might have trouble communicating, but you're being asked to communicate, right? Like to kind of start materializing things, right? Because the pages are, they're the earth energy of any suit, right? So like they materialize things, they make things happen. So it's like you are gonna have to take charge and start the communication with whether it's like talking to your boss, talking to a partner, talking to your friend, whatever. It's like the communication is gonna have to come from you. And I'm getting, because you've gained more of that wisdom, right? Like you have a different or deeper understanding about the things that were not working and the things that were frustrating you that you were trying to share. Okay, I'm getting also like, be open to what people are sharing about what's frustrating to them. Okay, because the Page of Swords can be a little clumsy over here, right? So you want to make sure that you're also like understanding, watch the way that you're expressing yourself, because the Page of Swords is ready to communicate and you are being asked to like get things started and going, but the page can also sometimes like it's not a very refined energy. So, I'm getting just the message of, being cautious and stuff. But yeah, ultimately you got to share, these insights that you've gained and these frustrations, and, you know, share the light is the message that I'm getting here. All right, Aries, thank you so much for being here. I hope that made sense. If anything resonated, please feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.